Rachel and I arrived in Hong Kong last night. We are here on a 24-hour layover and we are going back to the airport in just a few short hours. But before we do that, let's rewind and show you how we got here.
At the airport, we first found an ATM to grab some cash for the markets, and then we followed signs to the bus terminal. It's super well marked and you don't need any specific tickets, as the bus will take your Visa or MasterCard as long as it taps.
So this is Temple Street, which is right around the corner from where we're staying here in Hong Kong. And as you can see, there are a ton of street vendors. Unfortunately, they close at 11 and it's like 11:15 now, so we just missed it. However, we are walking into what looks like more of like a clothing market. They kind of also look like they're maybe closing down. We might have just missed it, but that's not the end of the world. I'm sure there are plenty of places that we can go to get some food. So let's go exploring before we go to bed and explore first thing in the morning. I remember all this. Oh, it's like I'm getting like flooded with memories of like being here. So weird. Oh, Game Boys. Holy shit, I haven't seen those in a minute. Thankfully, we found a place here on Temple Street called Temple Street Spicy Crab, and it's open till midnight. And of course, the place is called Temple Street Spicy Crab, so I figured the best thing to try would probably be their spicy crab, and I'm gonna have to eat it by myself. Hopefully the locals don't look over at me and laugh that I'm like eating this massive plate, if that's how it comes out, but we'll see how we go.
One of my favorite parts about the culture in Hong Kong, and I noticed so much when we visited China, and Japan, and Taiwan as well, is this kind of like culture of friends going out and everybody just gets a bunch of plates, shares a bunch of food, shares a bunch of beer, and they stay out till the late hours of the night just drinking beer together, having fun, eating, and just so casual and so much fun, and the food is so good.
This is unbelievably good. You can just bite into it and then it's so soft and like hot and steamy and delicious on the inside.
We just woke up, and the crazy part about this guest house is that this is the same exact guest house that Nick and I stayed in when we were moving to Cambodia back in February of 2018. So that's when this whole journey kind of began of us living nomadically, and all that was with our move to Cambodia. We had never been there before. We had never done anything like this before. But we had a stopover in Hong Kong. Same thing, it was like 17 hours or 18 hours or something like that. And we stayed in this exact place. Now, of course, it's been renovated and the sheets have been changed since we were here last time, but it is still pretty surreal to wake up and be in the same spot, basically, where the journey all began. I still have not eaten, but I'm kind of holding off for this one place we're going this morning. I just love being outside here. It's so humid, so hot first thing in the morning, and I love it. We just found the exact same street that I took a photo at when we arrived here in 2018. I'll put the photo here. We tried to recreate the same photo, but as soon as we saw the street, we were like, that's the street, that's it. So we booked an Uber to go to the Victoria Peak Tram this morning. We were looking at figuring out the bus, but because we're short on time, we decided, okay, we can't take the transit quite everywhere today. It is a lovely day, and it's just so fun driving down the highway and seeing, you know, the hustle and bustle of the city. It's so densely populated here. It's really funny coming from New Zealand and then arriving here, because it's kind of like, oh, whoa, like there's people, there's stuff happening.
Last time we were here, we spent most of our time just outside of our hostel and on the side streets, just chilling before we had to catch our next flight to Cambodia. And this time, of course, we're now taking an Uber through the city to go to Victoria Peak, and I've never seen the city this way before. I didn't realize that it looked like this, but it really reminds me of Vancouver, and it feels like home. Like I could really see us living here.
So we heard that the Victoria Peak Tram gets super busy, and we're honestly like some of the first people here. I mean, it's 7:56. There's no one here. There's no line. We bought our tickets online anyway, so we just came in, scanned our barcode, and easy as that, we're on our way up.
It's the first thing you notice when you get on is the floors are like wavy. I was like taking steps, I'm like, what the hell's going on? I think it's to stop things from sliding back, which is such a smart design. I feel like I say this about so many places that we go and so many foods that we eat, but like, I really like it here. Like I love this place. I'm so happy that we had time to do all of this today because I've really seen this city in a totally another light that I didn't get to see last time. It feels like you're in an old 80s action movie when you're here, when you're walking through the city, which makes sense. I feel like a lot of old like action cop films were filmed here.
It's crazy, it just goes straight up. It's really cool. So from the station, it's about a 20-minute walk straight up a hill to get to the main lookout. And as you can probably tell, I'm sweaty. But the downside of a stopover is that we have all of our, at least just carry-on stuff with us. Not super heavy. It'd obviously be worse if we had like all of our luggage, our travel bags, that kind of thing. But still workout. And I'm really happy that we came first thing in the morning because it's already so hot, humid. It's just gonna get hotter throughout the day. Look at that, guys. That's the Victoria Peak Gardens. So that definitely worked up an appetite. So we stumbled in here to Po Lin vegetarian food. I saw this place online before we arrived and I really wanted to go here. They have vegetarian dim sum. This is like a barbecue pork with imitation meat, sweet and sour pork imitation. This is supposed to mimic like a pig intestine roll, but so good. Steam buns, noodles, soy milk, coffee, tea, and the breakfast special is super affordable. For one of the dishes, like any of the combos, you can pick from A to D, and that comes with a tea or coffee, and that is 26 Hong Kong dollars. The flavors are delicious, and this is exactly the type of food that I wanted and was craving when we were planning to come to Hong Kong. Honestly, I'd say that one of the best things to do in Hong Kong is just get off at a station and walk around and be a part of the chaos in the city streets and find some cool food and places to shop. It's so cool, like basically anywhere you go, there's something going on.
We have arrived at the Hong Kong Ladies Market, and it seems that we're good at getting to where the markets are at, but we're not good at arriving when they're open. It said that this market opens at 11 a.m. It's now like 11:30, and there are some stalls open, but it looks like people are just kind of getting their stalls together. So maybe we won't get like the full market experience while we're here, but we'll go for a walk and see what we can check out.
And case in point, we ended up in this like really narrow, really dense, but really cool thrift shop, it seems like. So we're gonna take a peek. Oh my God, nice.
Is this yours or mine? Yeah, you got the same thing? So I know how much I was ranting about how great the humidity is, especially coming from New Zealand where it was so cold, but it's kind of catching up to us in the middle of the day here. So we decided we needed to take a break. We grabbed a lemon drink, which mine just came up, Thank you very much. An ice cold lemon, I don't know, it says Hello Lemon. I'm not sure exactly what it is. But it looks good and it's ice cold. So hopefully having a bit of a rest, having something to drink, and trying to just relax, even though I have all this jet lag, will help before we head to the airport.
Okay, so we've made our way back to the airport bus on Nathan Road, which also, if you're coming to Hong Kong and you have a long layover, I do recommend just walking down Nathan Road. It's so much fun. But yes, that's a wrap on take 2 of Hong Kong stopovers. Our first one wasn't filmed, so this is the only one you get to see. And with that, we're on our way to Delhi. So thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.